Welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session, and it's brought to you by DRAFTKINGS Sportsbook, America's top-rated sports booking app. And let's be real, if you haven't downloaded the app, which, by the way, if you haven't, what have you been doing? But if you haven't, it's okay, because if you do so now for all first-time users and you use promo code MOATS, yes, M-O-A-T-S, you will receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonus money, man. So what are you waiting on? Download the app, use the promo code MOATS, and let's get these opportunities to win money, baby. Now that that's over, it's time to talk about this game. And in particular, I want to talk about Robert Spillane and that pick six that he had, the third play of the game for the defense. So you know how we do. I'll play it at full speed, and after that, we'll break it down. And this is Robert Spillane right here. Alrighty. All right, so to start it out, man, we're seeing a single high look from Minkah Fitzpatrick, and a couple of things, man. With the Ravens on offense, they're in an empty set, so obviously the Steelers had a check in place for this. But the thing that I love about this play is this: from a defensive standpoint, the Steelers are going to do what we call a simulated pressure, meaning when you look at it from a pre-snap standpoint and you see a blitzer coming, which is Vince Williams right here, you feel like what? There's pressure. And what does pressure mean? I got to get the ball out fast, right? Pressure. They're bringing more than we have the block. A blitz, by definition, is anything more than, your four potential rushers, your four down linemen. So in this particular scenario, it gives you the illusion that they're going to bring five guys, right? Because Vince is right here doing what he does. But this is a simulated pressure, and there's a difference, okay? So what the simulated pressure is this. When we look at this film right here, right, we saw Vince Williams in the rush, but let's count up how many rushers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who drops out? Bud Dupree. This is not a blitz. Lamar thinks it is, though, and he thinks that, okay, typically when you have a blitz, you throw to where the blitz is coming from. So Lamar, he saw Vince Williams blitzing in, right? So he's thinking to himself, okay, I'm going to look off, but I'm coming back here because this is where the hole should be since Vince Williams blitzed. But what he never sees is Bud drop out to this hook, which ultimately slides over Robert Spillane from the weak hook to the strong side, or excuse me, to the front side hook now, and he never sees him. So by the time he looks back, Robert is just keying him the whole time. He never sees him, and great break by Robert right here. But ultimately, man, this is caused by Keith Butler and Mike Tomlin coming up with the simulated pressure. Sometimes you have to mix simulated pressures in, and the Steelers did a really good job of that this game, because when you're playing against a guy like Lamar, a guy who is capable of running and extending plays with his legs, you don't want to be in a lot of man-to-man coverage. You want to make sure you playing a zone concept where you can have eyes on this guy. And with this simulated pressure, they do just that, and it pays big-time dividends. Honestly, Lamar struggled with the simulated pressures all game. But once again, man, Vince showing right here. Spillane comes over late. Bud dropping right out to the hook. It's an easy drop. It's safe. And Lamar just says, okay, I had the blitzer here, so let's look this way. I'm coming right back. Bad read by Lamar. Bad decision. Great play by Spillane, though, getting his depth, keying the quarterback's eyes. That's the difference between man-to-man and zone coverage. When you're in man-to-man, you want to have your eyes on the receiver. You don't look back for the ball unless you can touch the receiver and you feel him looking back for the ball. But when you're in zone coverage like they were on this play, your eyes are on the quarterback. Once you hit your landmark, keep your eyes on the quarterback and you'll be able to make a play like this. And Robert did a phenomenal job of taking it to the house. And then here we go again from the end zone, just so you can see how it works. Spillane over here. Great job by Bud holding the disguise. And then from there, this is a key right here, man. When you're talking about being the edge guy who's in the drop, right? So obviously in this scenario, there's dropping to cover 3, but even if it's a fire zone defense, right? And we know that this is a seam flat defender, the biggest thing you have to do is get out early. You want to get your depth, right? And Bud does a great job of that. Watch Bud's initial burst off the line of scrimmage here. He's not jogging out of this thing. he is going right now, man. Right now, because he knows if I can get here, I can turn around and I can see the quarterback. Right here, both of their eyes are on the quarterback. Right here, eyes on the quarterback. If this is man-to-man, he's going to be closer to him, eyes on him. Zone eyes versus man eyes. Great fundamentals and technique by both of these guys. Good job by Bud feathering over to where Lamar is looking as well, man. The quarterback in zone will take you to the ball. And great job right here by Spillane, man. And we'll watch it one more time in full speed from the end zone, baby.